Today's video is going to be a video of two halves. So the first thing is that I've made it back to the allotment. So I've actually been up here twice this week. So after last week's video and everyone's lovely feedback, I'm feeling a lot more positive about allotment life. And I've also ordered a crazy amount of lavenders from Urban Herbs. So today's video is going to be all about sorting out my lavender border, and you can just about make out some of the beautiful lavenders that I've already got going on over there. Second half of the video is going to be about the eco shop that I'm opening up. So we're going to do a little bit of a tour of how it's going so far. It's still sort of a week and a half away from being open. Opening is on the 3rd of September, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes as to what was happening. So that's today's video. I'm really excited. I hope you are too. Thanks so much for tuning in. So I'm Tim and this is my Carbon Coach channel, all about allotment life and eco living. So welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you're not. Either way, if you could remember to smash or just tap that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. All really means a lot. So as I was just saying, today the first half is going to be all about lavender, and I absolutely adore lavender, and so I wanted a lavender border as well. And I don't know if you can make out on film or not, but there's actual bees just buzzing all around me, just going to and fro from the lavender. And also my oregano has gone and flowered. I don't know if I should, you can kind of see it there, the white flowers. I don't know whether or not I should be taking the flowers off, but I kind of don't want to spoil the bees' fun at the minute, and I can do without oregano for the time being, so I'm happy to let it be. So anyway, yeah, lavender. So I've just bought 6 more lavenders from Urban Herbs, completely by accident, I'm honest. So Urban Herbs are a fantastic shop. They do herbs. That is, to be honest, where most of my herbs in this side, sort of the herb garden, has come from. They are a lovely little, like, small indie company from in or near Birmingham. They have just incredible varieties, and they've started doing lavender, so I bought kind of like a lavender 6-pack, as it were, and there's all different varieties. And basically the idea is that along here is going to be my lavender border. So this, you're kind of in the shed almost, and yeah, so this is the run up to the border. Wildflowers to this side, lavender to that side, and here I am stuck in the middle. So yeah, that's the plan for today. So first thing that I need to do though is to weed the bed, because with not being up here, as covered in last week's video, things haven't got completely out of hand. It's not irreparable, but I've got my work cut out. Also, unfortunately, the beautiful pink lavender that my friend Romy bought for me just died. I mean, these two just kind of completely took off, but then the pink one absolutely died. So I don't really know what's happened with that. So anyway, I need to dig that out. I'll do some weeding, and then we'll place the new lavenders and get those bedded in. It's been raining this morning whilst I was out litter picking, so the soil has had a really good soaking. So hopefully that should mean that they'll bed in really nicely and be off to a great start. So yeah, I'll show you a before and after of weeding progress. And there we go. So that is weeding done. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. There's still bits and pieces in here. In this area there were a lot of ants as well. So yeah, but kind of after my sort of allotment worries, I decided that it's not about perfect, it's about done. So that's the plan for now. So what I'll do is I'll just grab the actual lavenders and we'll start spreading them out, and we'll just stick them in the ground. First up for this corner, so right on the corner where the old pink one used to be, we're going to put in this one, which is called a Twinkle Purple. And yeah, if it's anything like the picture, it'll be absolutely beautiful. It looks to be more pinky than purple, so we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, lots of lovely roots coming through there. So this is where the red ants were. I'm still just going to use my bare hands because why not? But yeah, let's just make a hole in there. It's got plenty of space around it to grow and to do its thing. So yeah, if we just pull that out, get some of the roots sort of loosened up a little bit, hopefully that's not hurting it, and yeah, get some of that soil in there around it, That's looking pretty good. So that's the first one in, and that was, like I say, the Twinkle Purple. Just back here I've got another one, so I kind of want it to go around the herb beds. By the way, this barbecue rosemary is just doing absolutely beautifully. All of the herbs in this bed actually are. The old lemon curd thyme is doing really nice. I do actually need to give that a trim, and like I was saying earlier, the old oregano, just a bee heaven over there. So this one that I was going to plant back here is your standard Hidcote. So I believe that one of the two here that's already doing really well is a Hidcote as well. So yeah, that's just sort of your average one from what I gather. So yeah, we'll just create a nice little hole over here. That soil is quite compacted actually. I don't know if that needs a bit of a dig over. I'll just give that a quick dig and then sort of get that in. So then it's got space for the roots to do its thing. With lavenders, what I probably should have done is got some gravel or something into this soil. I mean, it is fairly clayey, so yeah, maybe that's the problem with why this one didn't do so well. But we'll have to wait and see how it goes. Hopefully they'll take, like these two beautiful ones have. If they don't, then yeah, I'll try and get hold of some gravel and work that into here. But there we go, there's a nice hole. So yeah, get that kind of properly pushed in, get some good soil all the way around it. It's really, really wet soil at the moment. And there we go, so that's the first two in. By the way, sorry if the audio keeps dipping in and out when I turn away. I don't have my usual lapel mic on today. I'm back to recording on my phone just because this was a bit of an impromptu decision to make this video rather than a planned thing where I'm using my proper camera and microphone, etc. So yeah, sorry if the sound is a little bit less than perfect like usual. So on to the next ones down that way. So we're onto the stretch leading up to the shed now, and when I put you down you'll be able to see we've got loads of space here, so it's a good job that I've got another 4 lavenders to go in. So I'll just sit you down and we'll just work steadily through each of them. So if you guys want to kind of just take a rest there, and then I'll go and fetch the lavenders and we'll get them in. So I know you can't really see me and you can't really see the lavender, but this one's going in here at the end, and this one is called a Vera, and again it looks like it's got sort of beautiful pale blue flowers, so that's a treat. So yeah, let's just get this dug in here at the end. No ants down here, so I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, roots look like they're starting to come out the bottom of the pot. Wow, look at that rhubarb. That sounded like I said RuPaul. Anyway, so yeah, let's get that opened up a little bit if we can. Plonk that in the ground down there. So that is the lavender Vera with pale blue flowers, and the leaves, the foliage already, I know you can only see like the top few millimeters. That's absolutely beautiful colour already. Love that. The next one along, if we just get the spade out of the way, is a Edelweiss, and this is going to have pure white flowers. So that sounds really interesting for a lavender, not something that I've come across before. So yeah, we can get this in here. Yeah, probably about there, might be good. There we go. So that's 2 in. The next one along, hopefully you guys can still hear me. So this next one along is the Munstead lavender. So this is again fragrant blue flowers, loved by bees and moths. I didn't know moths were into their lavender. So that was the 3rd one in, and then the last one that we've got over here is a Provence. So this one says it's a larger variety and it's got violet flowers and good winter colour, so that's going to be cool. Use flowers for potpourri. Excellent. So yeah, let's put this in and then that will be it. So there we go, that was all 6 lavenders put in, fairly spread out so that they've got space to do their thing. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. And if they all come to bloom, then that's going to look and smell absolutely beautiful along here. So that's it for the allotment part of today. But if you'd like to follow me down to my shop, it's about a 10-minute walk that way, and we can go and take a look to see what's happening there. So, as if by magic, we are at the shop. So it's a different day, different clothes. Actually repping my Carbon Coach t-shirt today. Yeah, because it's been a painting day down here at the shop. Before I give you a really quick tour and sort of fill you in on the details of what's going on here, I just wanted to mention Patreon. Specifically, I wanted to say a massive thank you to a lovely lady called Becky, who just became my latest Patreon supporter. So yeah, thank you very much for your kindness. Really appreciate it. If any of you watching feel like checking it out, there'll be a link to my Patreon down in the description. Tiers start from just £2 a month, and for that you get discounts at the shop when it opens. You get some limited edition postcards that I made and all kinds of awesome stuff, and the good feeling of helping me to do what I'm doing. So anyway, onto the video. So you can see kind of, that's the doorway in. So it's kind of a little bit of a odd situation. So I'm kind of like a shop within a shop. So just through there is a coffee shop. And then I'm here in the side. You can probably hear it's quite a loud, echoey room. But yeah, let's take you off the tripod and yeah, show you around. So, yeah, starting off, there's just sort of my little desk area where I've sort of laptops packed away now, but that's where I'm doing a lot of my working and stuff. You can see I've got the essentials out. Got some Dead Pony Club. We got this amazing book by Holly Tucker, who was the founder of Not on the High Street. That was a really good read. And then my friend Romy brought me a plant as a leaving present for when company closed. So this is now Baby Romy. It's a string of buttons, which is really sweet. So that's that end. This wall I'm currently working on, so those batons are not fixed on yet. But eventually this wall will look something a little like this wall. And yeah, so that is going to be a book lending library where people can just borrow books for free, if they want to sign up to the mailing list, that is. We've got a big blackboard because it is going to be part eco school, so I'm absolutely loving that. We've got some stock coming in now. You can see the G Organics toothpaste, toothbrushes. We've got a load of Who Gives a Crap Blue Roll, and then we've got another shop of plants down here. So that is Alan, the aloe vera. General sort of tools and painting and all sorts of stuff going on here. And then at the window, so none of this is where it's meant to be, but yeah, got a load of stuff on the shelves. Got some laundry eggs and some other washing up bits and pieces. Got absolutely incredible coffee cups. So these are actually made from other cups, single-use cups, and then they're recycled into this. So yeah, got these ones which are relatively cheap, and then we've got slightly more expensive, like the clicky ones at the top. And yeah, so that's really cool. Got some water bottles coming in shortly. And then down here, this is something that I wanted to try out. So I haven't properly unboxed this yet. But these are made by some people in Bath, some lovely people in Bath. And this is the Positive Planner. So this is kind of like a wellness journal and general planning. So you've got sort of intentions and reflections, shopping lists, all kinds of really funky stuff. So I thought they were absolutely beautiful. Ethically sourced paper and sort of a linen-y cover. So they are environmentally friendly. I did check that before ordering, just like everything else is in here. So this is, yeah, like I say, going to be a retail space and also eco school. So I'm going to be running masterclasses almost of things like sort of if people wanted to learn about the Sustainable Development Goals and how they could apply them to either their home or to their work, there's going to be a masterclass on a sustainable Christmas and all kinds of fun crafting involved in that, and all sorts of other topics as well. So more information on that to come as and when I can figure it all out. It's a lot to take on in quite a short amount of time. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed looking at the shop for now. It's been a quick little tour, but it is quite late on in the day. I don't know if you can see how sort of twilighty it is out of the window. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the old lavender up at the allotment. I definitely loved being up there, filming that and planting those, and yeah, just being sat in amongst the lavender and the bees. It was really beautiful. And then spending a lot of time down here DIYing my way into having a lovely looking shop. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. YouTube is going to recommend you a video. There's going to be a circle on the screen if you want to tap that to subscribe if you haven't already. Please don't forget to hit or smash the thumbs up button, and drop me a comment down below if you feel like it. Cheers everyone, take care of yourselves, take care of your plots, have a fantastic week. Ta-ra.